Hello student. Now let us see Gibbs energy change and equilibrium. Okay. So we have the relation between the standard Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant, that is Kp. Okay. Delta G with hyphen indicate means what? Standard Gibbs free energy. Already what is the meaning of this means? If you measure the Gibbs free energy at a standard condition, means like if you maintain the particular temperature pressure, that is called what? Standard Gibbs free energy. Now before going to that, let us discuss what is the Kp. Okay, don't worry about this one Kp, just I am going for just introduction. Again we have the equilibrium concept that we will discuss in the same too. Now here see what is the equilibrium constant Kp means. Here we have a reaction, that is A plus B gives rise to C plus D. Here these are the gas, these are also products also gas. So reactant in the gas, product also gas. Now how can you define the equilibrium constant means? Here if we have the gas, so I am taking the what here, partial pressure of the product of partial pressure you have divided with the what, product of partial pressure of the reactant. Okay, first you have to take the product of partial pressure of the product divided with the partial pressure of the reactant. So partial pressure of C, partial pressure of D divided with the what, partial pressure of A into partial pressure of B. Okay, now how the relation between the delta G standard Gibbs free energy and Kp means. Here actually we have this equation. How we have this one? We don't have derivation, directly we have the equation. So delta G equal to standard Gibbs free energy plus 2.303 nRT log P. Okay, so at equilibrium, here you have to remember, here delta G is 0 but not the standard Gibbs energy. So if you take the equilibrium means reactants convert into product convert into reactant. So if delta G is equal to 0, then if you keep the 0 at equilibrium, so what happened, this term total 0. So we have the standard Gibbs energy equal to minus 2.303 nRT log Kp. This is the one relation between the standard Gibbs energy and equilibrium constant. Now let us see the numericals. Here we have problem number 6.11. What is the given? Calculate the standard Gibbs free energy for the conversion of oxygen to ozone. Already given, 3/2 oxygen gives rise to 1 mole of oxygen at 298 Kelvin. If Kp for this conversion is how much? 2.47 into the power of minus 29. So if you see the here we have the equation, 3/2 moles of oxygen gives rise to 1 mole of ozone. Okay, they are asking what standard Gibbs energy at 298 Kelvin. Already Kp value given. Okay, here we have relation between the what, standard Gibbs energy equal to minus 2.303 RT log Kp. Okay, so this is R value. You have to take a 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Okay, why? Because means this is the energy delta G having the what, joules unit. So you have to take the R value 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. So if you substitute the R value and temperature, so if you go for the simplification, finally delta G, how much we are getting? 163 kilojoule per mole. Okay, next if you see the next numerical value. Next numerical, if you see, find out the value of equilibrium constant for the following reaction at 298 Kelvin. So here we have the equation. Standard Gibbs free energy change delta G at the given temperature is how much? Minus 13.6 kilojoule per mole. So here what we have to find out? Here we have to find out the Kp. Already delta G given. Okay, so what is the equation given? 2 moles of ammonia plus carbon dioxide gives rise to urea plus water. Okay, so delta G standard Gibbs free energy already given, temperature given, Kp value we have to find out. So we have relation between the standard Gibbs energy equal to minus 2.303 RT log Kp. So we find out the what, log Kp first. Log Kp equal to what? Minus we have the delta G. Okay, minus, if you divide with the minus, you are going to get the minus delta G divided with the what, 2.303 RT. If you substitute the all values here, how much we are getting? The log Kp equal to, you are getting the 2.38. Here we want the Kp. Kp means you are going to get the what, anti-log of 2.38 means if you go for the solution, you are getting the Kp 2.4 into 10 to the power of 2. Okay, this just based on this equation only. They may ask delta G, sometime they may ask Kp. So in the first case they ask for delta G. In the second case what they ask? Kp. Okay, you have to find, you have to use this equation for the calculation of based on this concept.